So it looks like Tesla is about to launch an all-new version of the Model Y. An interesting new model was discovered over the Texas factory that's got covers on the wheels and some camouflage on the back, kind of near the badging. And the internet is kind of going crazy as to what this could be. This might be something totally new. But before we get to the good news, we probably should talk about the bad news, what is blowing up the internet over the last couple of days, and that is the fact that Tesla has officially announced they will no longer be selling full self-driving. They're canceling full self-driving, and yes, this is real. Elon made it official just a couple of days ago, saying that after February 14th, the only way to get full self-driving is via the subscription. You will no longer have the ability to buy it outright or any kind of other option, which leads to a couple of big concerning problems. The first is that while a subscription service isn't inherently a bad thing, you are kind of forced to pay for it basically indefinitely if you want to use the feature, which in this case is pretty cool. And the second thing that a lot of people are more concerned about is what is going to happen to the price, because it's been $99 for FSD for, I want to say, at least a year now. The price has kind of fluctuated, but that's where it's landed. But now with this change, a lot of people are concerned that we're going to get different tiers of abilities, and that the price is going to go up from $99 a month to $199, $299, $399. That's kind of one of the problems with the subscription is the price can change on a dime, and there's absolutely nothing you can do. And with that being said, I've obviously got a lot of questions coming in my inbox the last couple of days on if you should buy full self-driving now. Like, given now that this change is official, does this mean you should pony up $8,000 and buy it and lock it in now so you have it basically forever, or basically for the foreseeable future? And to that, I'd say, I'm still not convinced. I mean, just ask Hardware 3 people who bought full self-driving on their cars how they feel about their decision, because many will tell you they are super frustrated with the fact that all the new FSD 14 stuff is not available on their cars. And I should say, besides all the controversy here, this is probably more of a positive than a negative. I mean, it definitely seems like Tesla is moving very rapidly on FSD unsupervised. They're expanding their robotaxi fleet, and what this move means is probably FSD unsupervised, where you can text on your phone and sleep and watch movies, is coming way sooner in the year than we originally thought. So that is super exciting and should lead to good news. Also, given the fact that we're seeing cybercabs basically everywhere these days in Chicago, all around Texas, and I think even the Bay Area, people are really excited to see what that is going to do, and definitely seems like Tesla is making some big moves with their robotaxi platform. And some other good news is here, finally, on 5G coming to your Tesla soon. Now, we have been hearing a lot lately that Tesla and Samsung are working together in a lot of big ways, especially when it comes to Hardware 5 or AI 5. That's coming soon. But in the meantime, Samsung and Tesla have a bit of a smaller deal where Samsung will be the new supplier of 5G chips, the new cell modems coming to Tesla's looks like very soon. We've even seen evidence that some Teslas already have 5G connectivity, and one of the reasons this is so exciting is because these faster speeds could let you download updates over the cell connection. You could do game streaming. You could do higher quality video streaming. Basically, having a faster data speed in your car could allow for more apps and more capabilities, and just all in all, a net positive. Though I do wonder if pricing could be adjusted with faster speeds. We'll have to see what happens with premium connectivity, but in the meantime, 5G should be coming to Teslas soon. And there is also a whole lot of good news around the Model YL. Not only is this model super popular in the Chinese market, and we've started to see regulatory approval for it to hit other markets around the world as well, but now we're hearing that not only could these China-made Model YLs be exported to different parts of the world, but we're also now learning that Tesla might actually start to build Model YLs outside of China for the very first time at their factory in Giga, Berlin. All right, next up, let's talk Tesla deals and discounts and freebies, especially as Tesla might be looking to use their own real-world AI, their FSD program, to incentivize owners to do some things to save them some serious money. But I also should say, speaking, of real-world AI and even digital AI tools, if you're not on the AI bandwagon yet, Now is the time to jump on before you get left behind, because so much has changed in this world over the last couple of years, and it's January. If you're thinking about New Year's resolutions, now is the time to do it, and the easiest way to do that is with the help of my friends over at Outskill. They've got the first ever AI-focused education platform that is here to accelerate AI learning for people like me and you. We're not the data scientists, we're not the engineers, the programmers. We just want to easily understand this stuff, which is why their AI mastermind is so amazing. It's running this weekend from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday, and you can jump in absolutely for free thanks to their New Year Upskilling Fest. Over 10 million people from all around the world have jumped in to learn these skills, and it's amazing to see all the different areas they're coming from, because AI is kind of impacting all these different industries. Finance, bookkeeping, you've got hospitality industries, operations, logistics, creative work, which is why this mastermind is so amazing, because you're learning so much over these 2 days, like how to build an AI agent to plan, write, and execute things for you, how to automate workflows that run even while you sleep, how to connect to real-world tools you use every day, and to get you kind of an unfair advantage of work, because that's one of the big things these days, especially in a lot of these industries where they're talking about AI and how to utilize it. If you know how to utilize it for you, and you kind of become your office's go-to AI expert and know how to use these tools in certain ways, you're kind of going to become an invaluable resource that is quickly going to become the envy of the office. On the flip side, you've also got people making real money from their side hustles. They're automating with AI like $2,000 to $3,000 per week. It's just amazing. And to kickstart your year and get things off on the right foot, you're going to get lifetime premium benefits and some bonuses like the AI Prompt Bible, AI Profit Roadmap, and your personalized AI Toolkit Builder if you attend both days. So you've got nothing to lose and everything to gain, so much to learn. It's totally free. You're getting bonuses. And if you jump in right now and attend, you're going to get access to this 2026 AI Survival Hackbook that's going to talk about all the new trends and the different things happening with AI for the upcoming year and how you can best be prepared and practical steps you can take to stay ahead of the curve. This is just amazing. Never been a better time to jump in and learn the wild world of AI and how to use these tools. So check it out and get signed up for this weekend's course by hitting the link on down below. I wish you could hit the link on screen. You can scan the QR code on screen, click the link down below in the description or a pinned comment to learn more and get signed up and get your seat secured. I get a lot of questions on how to find good deals, and I also like to kind of highlight cool community-made things. I did this in a recent video, and you guys seem to like it, some cool free resources. So got a couple of new ones here I will show off. One of them is called Tesla Roamer. I think the website is TeslaRoamer.com. I think this guy was known first for doing the Rivian inventory kind of scraping, and now he's moved on to Tesla. And basically, it's a free website that like combs through all of Tesla's websites and APIs, so you can find the best deals on Model 3s and Model Ys. And as you can see here, you can filter by what factory they were made from, color, trim level, wheels, if they have FSD or basic autopilot, so on and so forth. And basically, just should save you time from going through all of Tesla's pages. You can also see here, because it was kind of interesting, the stat breakdown on how many vehicles of a particular trim Tesla has in their inventory. Kind of just a cool stats for nerds thing, and it's free. So I'll throw that website link down below. Not sponsored, just kind of a cool community resource. And then also I showed off recently, I've been testing this. It's called the Key from a company called Matter. And this is kind of like a USB flash drive for your Tesla on steroids. So not only does it do the typical Sentry mode and dash cam recording, but this also will give you some pretty cool telemetry data tied into your driving and FSD drive. So you can see disengagements, you can see FSD stats for your drive. You're also getting much higher quality, uncompressed video of the different vantage points around your Tesla as well, which looks way better than what the Tesla app will give you, and some other cool things. I've actually got a discount code I will leave linked down below. The developer is giving a special coupon to you guys for watching my videos. But again, it is just amazing to see the smarts of the people in the Tesla community and what they can do with different parts of the Tesla ecosystem, whether it's tracking the inventory or tying into this telemetry data and FSD stuff. All All right, and now we've got to put our tinfoil hats on for this next one as we talk about mysterious Model Ys and what was just spotted over the Giga Texas factory. We've got Joe Tegmeyer, who always does his drone footage and photos over the Giga Texas factory, showing us some new covered Model Ys. And the internet was going crazy over this because, as you can see, you've got some special camouflaging on the back of the car, so you don't know exactly what trim level this is. And also, you've got covered wheels, which we typically don't see. Now, usually when the car is totally different, as we've seen multiple times, Tesla will camouflage the entire thing with like a black kind of drape, so you don't know what it is. So this isn't a redesign, but it definitely looks like a different trim level or something weird here. Definitely something unique is going on, which kind of has the internet wondering, what is the deal with these new Model Ys? And I went down the rabbit hole, actually a couple of different rabbit holes on the internet over all the different theories of this, and here's where I've kind of landed on the consensus of the internet right now. A couple of different theories. Number one is that this could just be kind of a nothing burger. Tesla just made a bunch of Model Y changes recently. They did the new black headliner option. That's the default. They've got new darker wheels. They've got the new screen inside. They launched marine blue in a couple of different markets. I mean, there are some cosmetic changes happening right now, so maybe this is just kind of in line with those and just kind of a smaller little change here that Tesla's rolling out. Maybe, in fact, this is a new change or like a new wheel option that we haven't seen before and that will soon be coming. More of a cosmetic change than anything else. There's also the theory that many are speculating that this could be the Model YL. Like maybe this is the new Model Y and everybody's excited that it's coming to the North American market. As much as I wish that this was the case, the internet would probably have that cracked by now and they'd have side-by-side comparisons, and there is no evidence this is the Model YL. It's likely the refresh Model Y, but the smaller version, not the YL. Also, given the fact that the Model Y Performance is out, it's not the Performance variant, and the cheaper model is also out too. We have a Model Y Standard, so it's not that. In fact, kind of in the vein of the cheaper Tesla, we actually got a report just a couple of days ago that now Tesla has once again canceled their revival of a cheaper model. Maybe this is a video for another day, but just to kind of keep you guys in the loop, there are all those theories about the Model Y and whether the Standard was a stopgap or if there's going to be a cheaper Tesla, and basically all this back and forth. Now there's a new report out of China that there was going to be a revival of a cheaper Model Q, but now that's over. So I'll come back to that maybe in another video, but just to let you know, it's not the cheaper one. Kind of the best guess that I've seen right now as to what this Model Y configuration is it actually could be a special configuration made just for the robotaxi fleet. Because let me pull this back up. If we look at I'm going to do this live, so my apologies as I switch through my computers. And then, okay, so we go here, there we go. If we look at this, and we kind of look at the video and we look at the tires and everything here looks just too similar for it to be something totally different. But many are wondering if maybe this is like a new custom configuration just for the robotaxi fleet. Like maybe Tesla's doing some special kind of production here of some special configs just for the robotaxi fleet, especially as the program expands to more markets. And we know that Cybercab production is going to take a while to ramp up. They're going to use Model Ys. Maybe that's something for the robotaxi fleet. I'm not exactly sure what the final answer is. But as of right now, it's a little bit of a mystery, and you'll have to leave your best guess down below as to what you think this mysterious Model Y might be. And also, if you've made it this far into the video, thank you so much for your support. It truly means a lot to me. I'm not a robot. These are AI-generated videos. There's a lot of work that goes into this, so thank you so much. I've got an Amazon gift card code coming your way. It'll pop up on screen in a moment, so be sure to stay tuned for that. And also, I just like to use these videos to show you guys cool things going on in the Tesla world, and I've also got a great deal on some floor liners for you guys. If you guys want some beautiful all-weather mats that are perfectly like custom designed for your Tesla to give you protection from frunk to trunk and everywhere inside the cabin in between, check out my friends at 3W Liners. They've got some amazing solutions for every single Tesla in the lineup. Plus, I've got an exclusive coupon code that'll save you guys, I think, up to 35% off your floor mats. I use them in all my Teslas. I know a lot of you guys have them and love them. Don't go with the Tesla mats. They're kind of cheap and overpriced. Go with 3W Liners. They've got great solutions. I'll throw that link and discount code down below. And I should say that while floor mats are great for protecting your Tesla from gunk and dirt and spills and stuff like that, if you want to protect your Tesla from like more real-world elements like bad guys and vandals, that is where Sentry Pro is here to help and makes it super easy. It's an app that is giving you live real-time alerts anytime Sentry mode goes off, works on both iOS and Android, and can even break through some of the do not disturb settings so you can be alerted when Sentry mode needs your attention, and you can even put your car on the offensive by flashing the lights, honking the horn, or doing some other more interesting emissions. It's super easy to get the setup, and you can try it for free at the link down below. Again, iOS or Android, so you're covered with compatibility. And also, finally, a huge thanks to my friends at Tesla Emblems for their support of the channel. If you're looking for a really easy way to customize your Tesla on the inside or outside, this is emblem wraps, it's de-emblem kits, it's center console wraps, charge port wraps, key card wraps, and so much more. They've got some really amazing, colorful, and just vibrant options here to customize your Tesla. This is the same high quality 3M vinyl used for like wrapping your car, just at a much smaller scale. So it's really easy to install, really affordable, and going to last a long time. I've got a 10% coupon code if you guys want to check it out and learn more and give your Tesla some nice customizations today. And of course, last but certainly not least, my friends at TPARTS are your one-stop shop for all of the best Tesla accessories on the internet, from interior upgrades, exterior upgrades, lighting solutions, storage solutions, carbon fiber, spoilers, and so much more. They have just got everything and anything to enhance your Tesla and make it look great and just make it your own. If you're looking for some amazing Tesla accessories and you're looking to save big on Tesla accessories, you can check out my friends at TPARTS, the link down below, and use my coupon code to save 10%, exclusive code to save 10% off your entire order of amazing Tesla accessories. Also, don't forget about that 2-day mastermind happening this weekend where you can supercharge your AI capabilities and your skills. Again, totally free, bunch of awesome freebies. Scan the QR code on screen or hit the link down below to get your seat reserved ASAP. All right, guys, so that is the big Tesla news of the week. Please drop a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on deals and discounts, or really the lack thereof, your thoughts on Tesla's FSD changes and the mysterious Model Y and other things. Drop a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on the video. As always, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you all. I'm Robert Rosenfeld, and I'll see ya in the next one.